Psalm chapter 24. Let me read for you. There is something God is seeking for. Or you can project it from verse 1. A generation. The earth is the Lord, the fullness thereof. Go down, go down, go down. Verse 4. Okay, start from verse 3, where he asks the question. Who shall ascend into the hill of the Lord? Who shall stand in his holy place? These are questions. God didn't say it's Ada, it's James. He threw it open so that you can find the qualifications and become the person. Men that carry God's presence, men that literally carry God in their generation. They live in a way that they can bring heaven down on earth because they're in touch with it. Verse 4. He that had clean hands. Look at the qualifications. Of pure hearts. A person who has not lifted up his soul to vanity. You see, what they call vanity there is idols. They won't worship any other thing, any man-made God. Neither would they swear by any of that. And a person who has not sworn deceitfully, a person when he gives you his commitment, he stands by it. It's a generation of covenant keepers. Verse 5. This kind of person shall receive a blessing from God. Not only that you will prosper, God is going to so bless you. But look at the other side. They will also receive righteousness from the God of his salvation. Then look at verse 6. He said, this is the generation of them that seek him, that seek thy face, O God. Then he says, Selah, think about it. Meditate on it. The man writing it down belongs to this group, a generation of them that seek him. His name is David. We are Davidic people. Please show them Amos chapter 9 verse 11. One of the things that God is doing in these last days, the restorative work. He said in that day, I will raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. And then verse 12 said, that they may possess the remnant of Edom and all the hidden. Two groups of possession, two layers of possession. When God sorts out the church, rebuilds, restores the tabernacle of David that is in decay, that is in ruins, then the first group to possess are our brothers that are in a backsliding state. Do you know who the Edomites are? Descendants of Esau, who sold their birthright for a plate of porridge. Later, New Testament explain what that porridge was: fornication. He also mentioned backsliding Christians that are now in the carnal state, worldliness, because he's talking about a great awakening. A revival hits the church. It causes a great awakening. The first is believers that are out there scattered, confused. The lost sheep will be recovered. That's the first restoration. Then the second restoration is the hidden, the lost souls. There are lost sheep and there are lost souls. There are lost sheep. Some of them gave their life to Christ at a certain stage. Some of them are even ministers. If the rapture happens, they are not going. God wants to recover them and put them back on fire. Then there are the hiddens, the lost souls. And all the hidden which are called by my name, said the Lord that does this thing. I wish I can read further. So the Lord said, before you restore the Davidic tabernacle, restore the kind of person that built it. Restore the Davidic people. People who function in priesthood, in the order of Melchizedek, and also function in kingship. Because the Melchizedek order of priesthood is where you are both a king and a priest. In the Levitical order, you're not allowed to be like that. You either have to function in one. The Melchizedek order is the order that Jesus restored to the earth. The Melchizedek order is the order that is in operation in the New Testament. It's after the order of endless life. I wish I can have some time to look at that. You see the consecration that puts you back in business. You have to first restore the Davidic people. We are called to be a Davidic people. Why do you think Jesus will tell us, I give you the keys of the house of David? Why will you hear him tell, I give you the keys of the kingdom? A Davidic people is a generation of God seekers. They thirst and cry after God's presence. There are men, like David wrote, he said, as the deer pants for the water, so pants my soul after you. You know why that man will not be happy or content that the ark of God was dwelling, even when he was in the house of Obed-Edom, or even when he was in the other place? He will not stay. He said, I have to bring him to the city of David. The first attempt, he got it wrong. Somebody died. He got frightened until they did enough inquiry to find the pattern. That's David for you. Jesus is sometimes called David in prophecy. He's a typical example of a Davidic person. One of the qualities of a Davidic people is that they are men after God's heart, who will do all my will. Jesus said, I came from heaven not to do my own will, but the will of him that sent me. That's why we're there with a crucified life, so that we can get a generation of people like that, who don't care about their own ambition, who don't care about self-glory, who don't care about self-seeking. What drives them is to please God. What drives them is to see his name glorified. We're Davidic people. We're people of worship. I don't need to tell you that. Oh, radical worshipers. We're Davidic people. We are people of prayer. It is to that man that God revealed, and his son, that my house shall be called a house of prayer for all nations. We're Davidic people. Our heart cry is to build God a house. To build God a house. Church planting is in our nature. It's not just Jesus that said, I will build my church. The instrumentality through which he does it is all of us. You can't hang around and finish. You have not planted one church, one fellowship, one something. A kingdom community that is affecting a group of people, affecting a company, affecting a village, affecting a city. Oh, we are Davidic people. We are people of sacrifice. We are not just mere givers. We are people of sacrifice. If we are getting to that. Oh, we are Davidic people. You know us. We are warriors. We are men and women of faith. We don't fear Goliath because of our ability to stand in the presence of God, our deep walk with God. Goliath does not intimidate us because the presence of God will bring down every mountain. It will bring down every giant. That ark, you know how to carry it, will bring down every fortress of hell. We are men and women of faith, men and women of courage, and we take risk for Christ and his kingdom. Oh, we are Davidic people. We are covenant keepers. We don't betray each other. We are people of loyalty. We are dependable and trustworthy. God is looking for men that can stand in his holy place. And part of what he's looking for is, in Psalm 15, he repeated that. He said, men that swear to their own heart, but change it not. Men that will not swear deceitfully, who keep covenant, who keep their word, who keep their commitments. when they make commitments to God, when they make covenants with God, when they make with people. So you can see even in death, after Jonathan has died, David was still keeping covenant with him. He said, who is left of the lineage of Jonathan, that I might show him mercy? The Hebrew call it hesed. It's everlasting kindness, because there is blood between me and his father. And they found a crippled man named Mephibosheth. That's how we are. Our God is a covenant keeper. We, his children, are covenant keepers. Just like you can trust our Father, you can trust us. You have to develop those qualities. That's why he's asking the question, who shall ascend into his holy hills? Who is open? God is searching for a generation of God seekers, a generation of men that seek you, oh God. Not just people that seek his hands. David once, he said, a day in your court is better than 1,000 in my own courts. He has a palace. He said, the day I spend in the presence of God is what more than all those days I spend in the government house. He said, I would rather be a gatekeeper in the house of God. Have you noticed that all Davidic people are contrite and broken? They are humble people. They are not proud. They are needy. They are contrite. That's why they attract his glory. That's why God said, I love David. I found him, my servant. With my holy oil have I anointed him. That is part of the restoration of the tabernacle of David. First, you restore the human beings. Then before you start talking about other dimensions, the priesthood has to be restored. The kingship has to be restored. That dominion has to be restored.